cycle. It seems like it's a cycle that goes on and perpetuates itself.
And we even had Dr. Estes on last week,
We
and
did.
she basically
We did.
spoke about that. You know what? Sometimes these victims, sometimes they're not really victims. Sometimes because they may try to use it to play the court systems, especially if they're
That's
going through a
correct.
divorce, for example, or they want to have custody of the child. Sometimes they will make up or allege, make up some false allegations about domestic violence.
Yeah.
And so we had some serious topic yesterday about that, right? So
We did.
now this week, right? And I'm looking at the comments and the comment sections of what we have here, and to break it down for those who don't know, we're talking about Stefan Diggs right now. He's in court, hot on the press.
That's right.
Stefan Diggs and
Mila
he is,
Adams,
yes, his chef,
his chef,
former
chef,
former chef, Mila Adams, who has accused Stefan Diggs of abusing her and not paying her. I think, in my opinion, she's having a very, very messy day right now in court.
I would agree. I would agree,
I
particularly what happened yesterday.
Yes, I see. Stefan Diggs' attorney really got into her. As an attorney myself, I love doing cross examinations because that's where I will know the
The
truth.
juicy stuff comes out,
Yes,
right?
I
The
will.
juiciness.
Yes,
of
I will
course.
know the truth. I will have the facts. And as an attorney, I'm always told that or we learn. All the attorneys who are listening to me now, I have some attorneys friends who are listening right now. They know we never ask a question of the opposing party unless we know the
The
answer.
answer. That's right.
All
That's
right.
that's the way it should be.
Correct.
You gotta know the answer before you ask it.
Correct. And
Absolutely.
here it is. I was watching the trial with Mila Adams,
Mhm.
and one of the allegations was that she said she didn't get paid. She was, by the way, for the background story, for those who don't know, she testified that she had a personal relationship with Stefan Diggs, became a sexual relationship. And then afterwards, Stefan Diggs apparently said, you know what, I need to get back into my game.
But let me stop right there.
Mhm.
I think a lot of these women, when they find these high-profile individuals like Stefan, they intentionally try to get into their lives and become intertwined sexually with them and create controversy so they can somehow benefit from that relationship.
Oh, wait a minute. No, so you're saying
Yes,
because are you calling
absolutely.
people a gold digger?
Yeah, I absolutely, I think that happens more often than not.
Really? Well,
You know,
the allegations are such that yes, she admitted on the stand that yes, they were having a sexual relationship, they were friends, and then he said, you know what, and I guess
just come on and be my chef.
hey, come on, she has some skills. She testified
Okay.
that she has skills in terms of being able to prepare food that is nutritional.
What kind of skills?
Oh, come on, calm down.
Okay.
Right? So nutritional food, right?
Yeah.
So so he benefited from it. He said he would give her what, $2,000 per week?
Couple thousand a week.
Right,
Couple
couple
thousand a
thousand.
week for services.
Correct. And then I think she moved into his place from I think like July until like January of December 2025.
December or something of that
Right.
nature.
And be his personal chef. And
Yeah.
then there was a falling out allegedly because it was alleged that she was telling his personal business to the other staff and to other people, and he didn't like that. And then, of course, everybody know that Stefan Diggs started a relationship with Cardi B, and of course, that's her baby daddy, her last baby daddy, right? And so people are saying, wait a minute now, this girl, Mila, is kind of messy. Here you are.
She's in the middle of things here.
Right?
She's
Living
the
in somebody's
chef,
house.
living in the house.
Knowing that he's in this public relationship with Cardi B, still cooking this man's food. And you know what?
And her food, I guess, right?
I don't know about that. She said, like,
does
I
this
think
happen?
they did ask her on the stand if she would only cook for him alone or she cooked for guests.
Well, I think I remember clearly that she said whoever was around that
She
she
would-
was cooking for,
But I don't
at
know.
least
I
3
don't
meals
know.
a day for him and, snacks.
I don't know if it included Cardi B because I think I saw somewhere else where they said like if when Cardi B and her family were coming over, they would Mila would leave the house and go stay in a hotel or something.
Oh, okay.
It's just all messy around, guys. It's really and
Absolutely.
truly messy. But anyway, the bottom line is, and this is court of, this is actually happening right now on the global market, right? So we're
Correct.
talking about this. So hence the reason we're talking about it. And here it is that, she I want to say maybe befriended Cardi B as well, because I think they were supposed to. She wanted to attend the. Well, that's all this came out on the stand. She wanted to. Was it Art Basel
Art Basel.
in
That is
Miami?
correct, down in South Beach.
Yes, even had matching outfits she was going to be wearing allegedly with
Wow.
Cardi B and everything, and then
Incredible.
right, and then Stefan pulled the plug and said, "Nope, you ain't going to Art Basel."
Nope, we're going by ourselves. We don't need the chef on this one.
Right, and so people were thinking, okay, that's what caused it. She was just in her feelings, and that's when
Yeah.
she alleged that he abused her, entered her bedroom, and and assaulted her.
Assaulted her, accused strangulation, tackling her to the ground or something.
That's what the
You
allegations
know,
are. And so here it is now. We're
and
having,
and not paying her.
and not paying
And
her.
not paying her on top of everything else. Let's add
Exactly.
that as a caveat.
Now listen, I am thinking that Stefan is really brave because I'm telling you right now, I am not, well, first of all, I wouldn't mess around, but there's no way I'm going to be messing with somebody, having my main person, having my side person, my main person, and then having one of my side person cooking for me, cooking
That's
my
right.
food,
Who knows
Going
what's
into-
going to be in it?
go into my stomach. That's a very brave fellow right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
getting messy. And of course, allegations are also that, on the stand, she was basically saying that she wasn't the only one, that he had all these
Yeah,
other girls as well,
yeah.
Some of them maybe who he was
Maybe
actually,
maybe a harem.
yeah, that he was
Yeah,
also
he's
employed
a
to.
player,
Hey, we need to maybe,
not only in the NFL.
we need to maybe get an employment attorney to be one of our guests, where we talk about some of these stuff, all of these things happening in the workforce,
Yeah.
or the workplace. What kind of mess is that? But here it is. One of the things that I see, taking it back from the attorney point of view, is that I appreciated what that Stefan's attorney did when the attorney said, "Wait a minute now, isn't it true that because she was alleging that she never got paid when Stefan told her she
couldn't go to the event.
Right,
down in
and he
South
fired
Beach.
her.
Right, he fired her, and then she came out with some stories of failure to pay.
She said,
and
right, he failed to pay her for 3 weeks, right? That was her
failure
story.
to pay, and then what was it? Strangulation and some other issues.
But understand, guess what though, Tony? Because understand, in the cross examination, his attorney said, "Wait a minute, isn't it true that you did get paid for at least 2 of those weeks?" And she said, I can't answer that. I don't answer that.
Yeah.
I can't answer that. I mean, how can you not know
if
you got paid for 2
Trust
weeks
me,
or
somebody
not?
knows if you get paid or not.
And that's-
I've had enough employees in my life that that's the one thing that an employee does not forget if
They
they've
got
been
paid.
paid. I mean, come on, guys.
They were able to trip her because you know what? Then guess what? Receipts. They brought out the receipts. The
Yeah.
attorney brought out the receipts showing where she's basically admitted in a text, I think she did, and said that she did get paid for that November 1st or enough. Basically 2 of the 3 weeks.
Right.
And so she had her read the text on the stand. And even when she was reading it, and then the attorney asked her the question again, so now do you admit that you did get it? She was like, I just can't answer that question.
I don't know what to say.
Exactly. So, and so now people are, when I read all the messages and the text, everybody was like, listen, something is not adding up here. We believe that this girl is not a true domestic violence victim. And, we have to tread lightly with this because we don't want to accuse anyone. But I'm just saying what other people are saying, that this doesn't seem right. I don't think that she was really and truly being, or Stefan did what she's alleging that he did, right? Assaulting her.
I mean, I've been watching the updates and things, and I don't think they've proven any physical evidence of any of the purported strangulation or the other misdemeanors of assault that have taken place. So I don't know. I like I said before, I think they're in it for the money.
Yeah, but let me open up the phone lines just in case anybody want to give their views. It's 850-446-0562. Again, the number to call in to give your point of view. Right now, it is the Global Brief. And as the name suggests, we are going through, there's a lot of things that we're going to be touching on today, but I'm just looking at the highlights, the points that has happened over this last week, globally, not just in Florida or in the Caribbean, just globally. And these are the highlights. And the first thing we're talking about here is Stefan Diggs right now. He's in court right now for the allegations by his former chef that he abused her and that he didn't pay certain fees to her or her pay. And so, if you want to give your input on that, I mean, there are real victims out there. Some people are saying that, what, she could have been a victim, but maybe she just don't know how to bring herself across on the stand, or she's in love with him, but she's still a victim. That doesn't mean that he never tackled her.
Gold digger.
Oh, 850-446-0562. Again, the number is 850-446-0562. What do you think about that? I mean, do you think she was, I mean, I don't, when is the verdict going to be read? We need to follow up on that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when they're closing, but
we want to hear.
It's got to be soon.
We want to hear from the court of the People's Court here. What do you think? Do you think she's lying on that
Mind you,
stand?
these are just allegations.
These are just allegations, but do you think? What do you think? Do you think Stefan is gonna beat this? I honestly, I think he's gonna beat it.
I suspect that's going to be the likely outcome. I mean, she's been impeached, and her testimony is not consistent. And but I'm not on the jury panel, so I don't know all the facts. But
here's the thing. One of the things that came out on the stand is that she deleted old texts between her and Diggs, where she basically she said not so nice things,
some disparaging comments.
Correct. And she admitted on the stand that she deleted this. Another big thing why I think this is going to go into in Stefan's favor is that immediately after the alleged abuse that she claimed that he abused her in her bedroom, shortly thereafter, within an hour or so, it's alleged that she went back into his room this time, and gave him a birthday gift. So now people are saying, wait a minute now.
It's the makeup.
You're just
It's
abused.
the makeup.
It doesn't matter, but you're just abused.
I got to get back on good terms. The money trail's going to end.
No, but somebody asked her this, and you know what she said?
On.
Her answer on the stand was that, listen, yes, he just abused me, but it was his birthday, so I wanted to give him a birthday gift. And guess what? We have, after all, with our relationship, we have been friends for 4 years or so.
Yeah, 4 or 5
So
years.
regardless of the fact that she was just abused, she wanted to give him his birthday gift.
Seems contrary.
It is.
Absolutely seems. I can assure you, if I went through something like that, it was legitimate. I wouldn't be giving that person my former employer.
People say guys don't get abused. Of course, we know.
Of course, they do. We get mentally abused.
And physically.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get beat up. We get mentally abused. There's a lot of things that go on to us.
Yeah. So 850-446-0562. That's the phone number if you want to give your input, whether or not you believe Stefan actually did what the allegations say that he did to his former chef, Miller Adams. Let's beat the system. Let's see if you can get the true verdict before the actual verdict it comes forward. Let's see if you can tell us. But but that's one thing that's happening right now. Of course, the other thing is that they played a video of her dancing or celebrating a few days after the alleged
was that at his birthday party?
Oh, you're funny.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Was it?
No, I don't know. But she was just there dancing, and they asked her, the attorney asked, are you the person right there dancing? And of course she said yes. So I can already see that, people are going to be like, no, this just looks mighty suspicious. So in my opinion, if I am a betting person, I'm going to bet that he's going to beat this case. And a matter of fact, I think if I were him, or what people are saying, that he's going to turn around and maybe sue her. If it's useless suing her, because what are you? I don't know how much money she, if she has the money to pay him.
But
defamation.
You got to clear your name. Got to clear your name. Get a public apology and garnish her wages.
850 garnish her wages. He's already.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean if she's working somewhere else?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean? You get monetary damages. His character, it can affect a lot of things.
Well, you
These
know what?
these
We
these
should have
allegations
we should
can
have
really
maybe
affect.
brought in one of these doctors or these psychologists or therapists because you know, in defense, not maybe not defending her, but if you were just abused by someone, why would you then, in the same hour, go back into that person's room and give that person a birthday gift? Some people are
Maybe
saying it's
because it
reflex.
didn't happen.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you guys are out there and think it did happen, but she listen, maybe she already bought the gift, so she had to just give it. Right? She already bought the gift. All right. Let me see. Somebody text here. I don't
Yeah.
think I'll convince him. Uh, uh, okay. All right. So I don't know if maybe she just bought that gift because maybe that's what it is. Maybe she already bought the gift and she just didn't want to just have it sitting there,
Well,
and she just
she
gave it
could
to
have
him.
returned it.
Well, you know what? You know what I never found out though.
Return it.
What exactly was that gift?
I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't know.
All right, so that's enough on Stefan, right?
Yeah.
And so the other thing, though, I saw while I was looking at that, I saw something else popped up, and they were talking about Jermaine Jackson, and this is quite messy here. I did not know this. This is something that I never knew. That it's alleged that well, not alleged because everybody knows Jermaine Jackson was actually married to Alejandra. I think back in 1995.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Who by the way was the previous long-term partner of his younger brother.
Randy.
Yeah.
Yes. So Alejandra,
that's a pretty interesting one right there.
Yes, was the long-term partner of Randy.
Right.
And the thing is that Alejandra and Randy actually had two children together.
That's correct.
Before their relationship ended, right?
Yeah, Genevieve and Randy Jr.
Right. And after that, after the relationship ended, she started dating the older brother. And then she and the older brother had two children as well. So now those brothers are cousins and siblings, half siblings and first cousins. It is.
Yes, that's what they are, right?
Right. And I didn't even know this. And now Jermaine, who is 71 years old, he's now married to a 27-year-old. Wow. And they now have a toddler.
No. Here we go. Back again. Gold digging.
Oh, come on. On. No, hold on a minute.
What 27-year-old's going to be with a 71-year-old man? Can you tell me that?
850-446.
Can anybody out there?
Can somebody answer that
question?
Because please. I don't know. But come on now. 850-446-0562. What do you mean? No, people marry for love. It doesn't matter because the age difference. There's stuff that they have in common. He's 70-something years old. He wanted a child.
He could be her grandfather.
It doesn't matter, but you see, they went and now they have a toddler. And furthermore, you keep using the word gold digging, but what's wrong with wanting to have a sense of security? It's not
is it
gold
legitimate?
digging.
Is it a legitimate sense of security?
Yes.
I mean, you marry for the love. You marry for the love. Those are, in my opinion, secondary issues. Don't look at a person's bank book that you fell in love with. I think that these situations are the opposite. They fall in love with the bank book, then they want the person.
But you don't know that.
Well, I don't know it. I'm assuming, but it just seems like it happens an awful lot.
Listen, he was is still a very popular person in Germany.
For sure.
So maybe she found him very charming.
Well, I'm sure he is.
And obviously there must be some charm there because look at this. He was able to get his younger brother's long-term partner. So maybe he does have some charm there. That women have been drawn to, I would say. And so I don't necessarily think it's just gold digging, even though, she's 27 and he's 71.
I just don't see what possibly they could have in relation and common. I mean, it's like you're dating your or married to
No.
your granddaughter or
But you
something.
know what? I kind of like that this is happening because this is showing the reality. I remember having an immigration client who was married to a man, right? She was married to a man, and then they broke up, and then
Don't tell me.
she started dating
Don't
the
tell
guy's
me.
father.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, she started dating the guy's
Incredible.
father. But guess what? It's the guy's father that was now going to file the green card application for her. And so she was a little bit nervous, wondering if USA is going to think kindly her ex-husband is actually the father's, well,
What is this?
her ex-husband is actually her father, she's not married.
It's her brother-in-law now, right?
No, wait, no, I'm confused. Wait, no.
Comes her brother-in-law or something?
No, she's now married to her father-in-law. Her one-time father-in-law.
Her one-time father-in-law is now her husband.
Right, and so
the son becomes
stepson.
Stepson. Oh yeah, that's right. He becomes a stepson. So,
So
went from husband to stepson.
Her ex-husband now becomes the stepson. But the thing that going back to this Jermaine Jackson thing, this shows that this is real life situation, Tony. And so I want immigration to look at these things and don't think that okay, because this is happening, it means the person it's just for immigration purposes. Because here it is, we have this going on, real life situations. We're going on a break right now, but we'll be back for the final half an hour of the Global Brief. Of course, so stay with us right here on the Voice of the Caribbean, 96.9 FM and 101.5 HD2. It's yours truly, Opal Lee, and of course,
Anthony Son.
And we'll be right back after this. Of course, number to call in.
And Just the Flex presents the annual Celebrity Football Match. Artists versus media and selectors. It's the year-to-year event. The one that all of Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, and Miami look forward to. Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th. Come see artists versus media and selectors. Artists like Christopher Martin.
I think afterwards we're going to talk about the no, the federal judge who apologized to
the bottom one.
It's the big celebrity football match. Artists versus media and selectors. Monday, May 25th at the Lauderdale Sports Complex, 7500 West Oakland Park Boulevard in Lauderdale. Presented by the City of Lauderdale, the Voice of the Caribbean, and Just the Flex. Sponsored by Vice Mayor Richard Campbell. For more info, call 954-816-2993 or 954-999-0070. Purchase tickets online. Eventbrite.com/celebrity football match artists versus selectors.
South Florida, get ready. The Voice of the Caribbean 101.5 FM HB2 and 96.9 FM is opening up brand new advertising opportunities serving Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach. We're offering flexible, affordable ad packages designed for local businesses ready to make big moves. Reach the Caribbean American community with music, news, and culture they trust. Call us at 954-999-0070 or 954-999-0134 and let's put your brand on the airwaves with the Voice of the Caribbean.
Welcome back to the Global Brief with yours truly, Opal Lee and
Anthony Son.
Of course, we do this right here on the Voice of the Caribbean each and every Monday and Tuesday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where we bring what's happening around the world to you, real life situations, so we can go ahead and dissect it and keep you up to date. It is the Global Brief right here each and every Monday and Tuesday. And today we were talking about what's currently happening in the court system. We started off with Stefan Diggs, his current case right now. I saw him looking so timid, and I think he's sure he's going to beat this. The allegations by his former chef that she abused it, that allegedly that he abused her, and in my opinion, it's not going too well for her right now
I think
because
it's not going well at all for her.
uh-uh.
I saw her on the stand yesterday briefly, and she looked like she was having some difficulty getting through some of that
She
question.
would not answer the questions. I mean, she kept saying, I can't answer that. What do you mean by you can't answer that? I mean, is that if you don't understand a question, you can ask the person to.
Rephrase.
Exactly. Right?
Mhm.
And so instead, she just like, I can't answer it because she knows she's lying.
Well,
That's why she couldn't answer the question. I'm sorry. That's why she couldn't answer the question.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, honestly, I just think it's another case of somebody trying to get something from somebody.
And then another thing, people were saying that she was on the stand and she was just smiling from ear to ear, you know.
And trying to cry.
No, she wasn't. She was
She was
just
trying.
She was really?
trying.
Okay.
She seemed like she was trying to get some tears.
Well,
to come
here's the
out.
thing: you're being abused. You're, you know, right here. We're in court.
Did she see a psychologist?
I don't know, but she's saying that she's been abused here. This is no laughing matter.
No.
There's nothing to smile about. And here it is that they're questioning her, and she's looking at Diggs. And then when they're asking her about her relationship, it's almost like she was reminiscing and started smiling.
Yeah.
So some people were saying, "Oh my goodness, this woman is in love."
Maybe she's getting ready for a book deal.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
But that's what we started talking about, and then we spoke about the German Jackson. They said, no, this is old school, old thing, because of course these kids
But
are
very
all
interesting.
grown right
very,
now.
very, very interesting.
But I
on-
just
on the
didn't know
Jermaine
that.
issue.
Yeah, but on the legal side of things, I think it's a little bit helpful from a lot of my clients because they will know that they're not getting doing this for any green card or anything. Because look, if I were them, I would point to this case and say, look, Jermaine did it. Jermaine got married to his brother's longtime partner, baby mother, who they had 2 children, and then you went and got married to the same woman and had 2 children by hers, and now the children are siblings and first cousins, well, half siblings and first cousin. So I would tell immigration and anybody that listen, if they did it, what's wrong with me now dating my former spouse's father or
Yeah,
brother,
yeah.
right? As a matter of fact, it didn't. What happened in I think I saw where in Florida, it is actually legal right now to marry your first cousin.
I think
It
it
has
is.
been,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think
They
it
were
is,
trying
yeah,
to-
I think they were trying to eliminate that. Or
And it didn't pass.
no.
Can you imagine? So yes, in
Yeah.
Florida and a few states, it's actually still legal to
Marry a first cousin.
marry your
It's
first cousin.
Another perplexing situation. I
Right.
just don't get that one either.
Exactly. But going through the global brief, because we're just touching on these different topics just to bring you up to date. Oh yeah, let me see it. It says as of April 2026, Florida law still permits first cousin marriage after lawmakers failed to pass HB 733 in March, which actually would have banned the practice beginning July 1, 2026. It says
You
while
better
Governor
hurry up.
while Governor DeSantis has pushed for a ban, the legislation failed due to time constraints in the legislative session. So hey, first cousins,
Interesting.
you still get married. So
Um,
if you have that first cousin who's even going to file for that green card for you, you can get married to that first cousin in Florida,
Oh, that's right.
and you can put in your
You get the
green card.
green card.
That's
out
just
of
a side note there. All right, back to the global brief.
it. All right.
back
we
to
go. Let's
the
go.
global brief here. So going down, we were talking about all the highlights and the updates for the last week that has been happening globally around us. And there's one thing that I saw the New York Post actually break this one, where it says a DC federal judge apologized on Monday to the man accused of trying to assassinate President Trump. Did you see that one, Tony?
That was the one who ran through the correspondence center, right?
Yes,
Which
right.
I can't even believe he got that far.
Exactly,
It's
Mr.
amazing.
Cole Allen. Yes.
Absolutely
And so
incredible.
yeah, and so I think what he has said was that he is just as what you just said a while ago. He actually repeated what you said. He said, "Listen, I am surprised."
You're even before me.
Yeah, he said, "Listen," he said, "I'm surprised I wasn't killed that
Exactly.
night." That's what he said.
Yeah, I mean,
And because he said that, the prosecutors then said they read that to mean that he's trying to kill himself or he put him on a suicidal watch.
Oh.
And now when he's on a suicidal watch now, you
he
know
gets solitary confinement now.
the
and-
conditions are
yes,
harsh.
very harsh.
And so I think they're saying that even if he's going to the bathroom, they have to
Take him, I believe.
they have to go
monitor
there
him.
to the bathroom with
Yeah.
him. and stuff. And so his attorneys were like, this is some bad treatment.
Well, the man just broke into the correspondence center,
Yeah.
fully armed,
But you know
ready to
what the
go,
judge
locked
says?
and loaded.
You know what's
I mean,
alleged that the judge says
come on.
though? There were things from the January 6th who actually did certain things like that, and they weren't treated like this. They weren't put on suicide watch. They weren't put in solitary confinement. I'm just telling you what the judge is here, and that was a rationale. So that's why the judge says, listen, I am sorry, sir, that you're being treated this way. So he apologized. So that, of course, people were outraged. How could you apologize to someone
Absolutely.
who just tried killing our president? 850-446-0562. That's the phone number to call in if there's any of these topics that we have been raised or any of these briefs that we have been bringing to your attention. If you want to give your input on it, it's 850-446-0562. Of course, by the way, we just had the gala, the Met
The
Gala.
Met Gala, yeah, they broke some records I hear.
Yeah, how much did they make? I think
42 million,
42
something
million?
like that. They brought in 42 million.
Okay, but the thing is that with the Met Gala, why weren't you there, Tony? I mean, it's only cost $100,000 to do.
That's it.
Yeah, per ticket.
Well, we could have gone.
So it's like $100,000, right, at the Met Gala, and that's just for
Plus
one
your
seat.
costume.
Exactly.
Plus your costume.
And of course, the designer tables were going for like about 350,000. So it's big ticket, but it's not just about fashion. It's actually a fundraiser for the Costume Institute. I guess it went to.
It's a fundraising event.
Yeah.
Big time.
So that's good. One day I hope to be able to spend $100,000 on to attend an event. So it's 850-446-0562. It's the Global Brief with yours truly, Opal Lee and Anthony Sun. And of course, we do this each and every Monday and Tuesday right here on the Voice of the Caribbean, 96.9 FM, of course, and 101.5 FM. That's 101.5 FM HD2. Next week, Tuesday, that's May 12th, we'll be having a special guest. We'll be having Dr. Terilyn Sell. She is a licensed psychotherapist and a brain health coach and a functional mental wellness specialist with over 20 years of experience. So we're going to be having some deep conversation in our program next week. Today, we're just catching you guys up on the global, what's going on around us. We talked about Stefan Diggs. We also spoke about what's going on with Jermaine Jackson. We spoke about what's going on with that federal judge, the outrage when they were saying that he, it's Judge Zia Faruqi. Yeah, who told Cole Allen he was sorry.
That the suspect had been held under suicide watch despite a mental health exam finding him that he did not pose a threat or harm to himself.
But you see that here's the thing though, that's important because they put him on a suicide watch just because the prosecutors allegedly claimed that
he wanted suicide by a cop or something.
Because they're saying that he was asking how could he go through the correspondence dinner and not be killed.
Well, exactly.
That's what he said. So I think it's reasonable.
Shocked.
It's reason he was shocked too. So it doesn't mean, and that's what the judge was saying. Guys, it doesn't mean he wants to kill himself. He's saying he was surprised he's not killed. It doesn't mean that he wanted to kill himself. It doesn't mean that he wanted to kill himself. He was saying he's surprised the police or the Secret Service did not kill him.
I can't believe it either.
Exactly. So that's why they did the mental evaluation and they said no, he's fine.
Right, he's
so
fine.
why are you guys putting this man on a suicide?
Why would we do this to this
suicide
guy?
watch?
I mean, come on. Well, let's treat him with Golden Globes here.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Yeah, but a lot of people are outraged about that.
Yeah,
But
so-
let's switch gears right now to Jamaica, because remember, this is a global brief, so we're touching on the hot topics all over as much as we can. It's only a 1 hour show, so of course we won't be able to hit every single thing, and we only have about 15 minutes to go until we're out of here. So let's jump right now to Jamaica. Recently, 5 women who were arrested and charged 9 years ago in connection with a multi-million-dollar fraud which of course our authorities said was uncovered at the Tax
Tax
Administration
Administration.
Jamaica. Yes, they were actually exonerated yesterday. So let's imagine this. Tom.
After being arrested 9 years ago.
9 years.
Did they
ago.
go to trial?
Listen, it ended up. They had. It says the case was plagued by nearly 3 dozen adjournments. They keep putting this off
For 9 years.
3 dozen.
And these women were in custody for 9 years.
3 dozen adjournments.
That's
And an abandoned
3
trial.
dozen.
Yes.
Doesn't even sound right.
Let me see the names. Dermine Shakespeare, Kellyanne Wright, Shireen Leslie, Shanna K. Simmons Johnson, and Sharika Stewart. All cashiers who were employed
TAJ.
to the Tax Administration Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right? And they were actually arrested way back in 2017. So they were cashiers at the tax administration and they were charged. They were arrested and charged 9 years ago in connection with a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. Well, that's the allegations.
Yeah.
And you know what? The judge, they walked free.
Well, he dismissed the case.
They
didn't he?
dismissed,
They
right?
dismissed
The
it,
judge in Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, after judge dismissed the case for want of prosecution.
Well, you just keep delaying it. How long are you going to keep people in custody before you bring charges? Don't you have due process?
Yeah, and that's why
I'm
I thought
sure you
about
have that.
I thought
due
about getting a
process in
criminal
Jamaica,
attorney.
correct?
Correct, yes, and that's why I
Yeah.
thought about getting a criminal attorney on today, especially one that practices in Jamaica, to give us a feel of this. Why does this keep happening where a case can just languish in the court system for 9 years?
3 dozen adjournments.
3
3
dozen.
dozen.
You know, if I go
What is
to
that,
court,
36?
listen,
36 adjournments.
if I go to court here in Florida and ask the court that
You're long done by then.
yeah,
You're
I
long
tell them, like,
done.
no,
Maybe
no,
you're getting
judge.
out.
Mhm.
Maybe you're getting out after the 9 years because that's what you're sentenced.
But that's
Maybe that's the way they're looking at it.
the
Hey,
case would have been
listen,
done. You'd have been
listen,
sentenced.
they've already been there 9 years. We've had this. Okay, well, they paid their price. So
But remember-
let's dismiss the case.
But the difference here is that these guys were not incarcerated.
Oh, they were not.
No,
Oh, I thought they were.
they were arrested, but the case just keep languishing. They were out on
Oh,
bond
I didn't know that.
and just kept going to court, showing up, and the case just get put off.
Okay. Well,
Right? So they basically walked free.
so they
from
had
the
been walking free the whole time.
right, but they walked free from as free persons now, no longer having any charge over their heads.
And
from
no
the-
double jeopardy.
Well, yes, correct.
No
Correct.
double jeopardy.
And so this is what happened to them. And of course, some people, I saw the comments there, people were like, oh my goodness, they got all that millions of dollars.
Well,
Wait,
purported,
Jamaican dollars anyway.
purported.
Purportedly, because the state was not able to prove their case. And
How does an adjournment work? I mean, typically, what would be probable cause to
maybe the
facilitate
prosecutors say that they are not ready yet, or a witness is unavailable and they need more time.
36 times?
So, yes, correct.
36 times.
Correct.
That's outrageous.
And I want to assume
Completely
that it's a
outrageous.
prosecutor who was asking for all these times, or I don't know if it was on the defense side, because sometimes it's on the defense side too.
Well,
but I'm
sure.
going to guess that maybe it was more
Well,
likely than not tend to be more the prosecutor.
Well,
side.
want of prosecution was the reason for dismissal, so that's lack of prosecution here.
Mhm.
All
All right. So some people are just joining us. Well, why are you joining us so late? Of course, we're about to wrap it up now, but just to give a quick recap, we were talking about the Stefan Diggs and
Interesting case.
Myla Adams. She was his chef, who she had a sexual relationship with him prior to him employing her and paying her $2,000 per month. There were allegations afterwards that she then she befriended his baby mama, one of his baby mamas, Cardi B, that everybody well knows.
Yeah, and then because of that, he was.
And they were supposed to go to the Art Basel.
Art
and
Basel
he
in
said, nope, you ain't
South
going.
Beach.
She was upset. Allegations are she was upset, and because of that, she accused him of abusing her. And of course, Tony here, my co-host, is basically saying that she was a gold digger, and maybe she wasn't.
And she moved right in.
And she wasn't
Moved
really
right in.
abused.
Was she even a chef?
She was a chef. I think
They found out that she really
she
knows how to
testified.
cook.
She testified on the stand that she has a skill
She has
for
a skill.
cooking healthy or preparing
Oh.
healthy foods. and she was doing that to get him back on his game.
Back on his game. And what else was she doing?
Listen, and he was paying
What
her
else was she doing to get him
2,000
back
per
on his
month.
game?
And even though they were having a sexual relationship, she had moved in to cook just to be his personal chef. But I think most people were saying that she got into her feelings. She fell in love with him, and then that's why these allegations. And it looks to me, when I saw what, based on what I saw with her on the stand, I think she was not being truthful.
She was messaging Cardi B too, wasn't she?
At one point, I think she was, and they were planning out the clothes that they were going to wear to the Art Basel.
Wow.
But it makes the reason why we even mentioned this topic today is because I said before last week we had a very serious topic where we spoke about people who are victims of domestic violence and fall prey to their partners who either cause them serious harm or snuck their lives out of them. And here it is, we have somebody now on a stand, and most people say that this girl is playing around because now I'm going to be surprised if they.
She appears to be playing around to me.
Can you imagine now? It'll be a slap in my face when we find out that no, he was found guilty of it. They'll be like, you see, Opal, she was just nervous. That's why she basically deleted her text. Because guys, it came out on the stand that there are certain texts that she deleted.
That's right.
And,
but they were able to uncover those texts, weren't they?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Through forensics and stuff.
Because she had presented like 2 different texts, and one was deleted.
Right.
So it was evidence that it was deleted when she was saying some pretty not nice things.
Yeah.
And then remember, I said before, she also said that Stefan Diggs did not pay her for two of the 3 weeks, and it came out on the stand that she was actually paid.
At least for 2 of those.
The receipts were there.
She
did. So that means she lied about not getting paid for 3 weeks. And then what was good when the attorney said to her, his attorney said, and isn't that last week, isn't it true that you did not even work there? You were sent home. So you did not, why are you getting paid for something and you were not there because you were sent home?
Exactly.
And she could not answer the question. She kept saying, I can't answer that. So it's going to come out that 3rd week, she wasn't really supposed to get paid for that anyway. So he paid her for the 2 weeks that she actually worked.
Correct.
That final one, she never worked. She was sent home. So she was not in his kitchen cooking.
No, this was after the decision of not going down to that Miami Beach
Art
event, the Art Basel.
Exactly.
So she was not even around for the 3rd week because they were down here.
Correct. And that was
so who's she cooking for now?
Look at you now. You're messy.
She's cooking with somebody. I don't know.
You're very messy. But that's what they're saying now. So this all happened, and here it is, where I can't wait to see the play out. But I'll take a bet right now. I think he's not. He's gonna get off.
I think so.
He's gonna get off. There's too many things going on with her, and she's credible. She has some serious
credibility
issues.
Absolutely.
And in my opinion,
and she wasn't. I don't think she was prepped right
by her attorney. So they're gonna blame her attorneys.
You gotta prep the witness. You got to get them into shape.
But you know what? No matter how you
got to disclose the questions that are going to be asked,
or that you think they're likely to be asked. And maybe she did, and maybe that's why she knew this was coming, and that's why she was like, I can't answer that question, because she doesn't really want to lie on the stand by saying, I did not get paid for the 2. So she knows, because then it would be perjury.
That's right.
So that's why she had no choice but to say, I can't answer that question.
No, she's the criminal defendant at that point.
And she tripped up so much because afterwards she actually said to the attorney, "What's your name? What's your name, by the way?" Like, who asked that? Why are you asking the attorney?
Just answer the question.
She's trying to buy time.
What does it matter? You're sitting there trying to think. So many times I saw her sitting there puffing her cheeks out, looking around, looking dazed, confused, and I know she's just thinking about what the best answer is to suit her position.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And then we talked about the Jermaine Jackson, and you say that one is also a gold digging was going on there, because Jermaine right now he's 71 years old.
71.
His new spouse is 27. But Tony, they have a toddler son.
Well, of course. That's
most
the
gold diggers.
Hook.
Well,
that's the hook.
Okay, so now she's guaranteed.
You guarantee it. You got to have that child to guarantee it.
My goodness.
That's the way it is. I'm sorry.
850-446-0562. That's the phone number to get in touch with us, 850-446-0562. It's the Global Brief with yours truly, Opal Lee and Anthony Sun. And of course, we do this each and every Monday and Tuesday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk about different global issues right across that's occurring right now. We talk about what's hot off the press, and that's why we went through a few of those items today. Of course, next week we're going back to the regular schedule where we'll be having a guest on. Oh, what?
I like this gossipy
you like
stuff.
gossipy
I
stuff.
love it.
Come
I just it gets me fired up. All these different relationships and people just. I don't know.
It sounds to me like things. You're scared of. But are you scared of gold diggers?
It's definitely something that you think about.
You almost sound like Stefan Diggs' former chef right now. Cat got your tongue?
No, Cat doesn't have my tongue, but it's something that I think you want to weed out right in the beginning.
But talking about gold digging, because I think you were mentioning that you saw online. You saw online about the Megan Stallion.
Megan the Stallion.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But let's just see first.
Another one.
Caller, you're live. How are you? Hello. Okay, the caller hang up. All right, so you can go ahead and give us your call back. It's 850.
Didn't have the courage to talk. They can't talk.
Come on,
guys.
850-446-0562. I'm talking about that now. The allegations, and we have not verified it yet, so I need to go verify that. But you were mentioning, or somebody was telling me that it came out that one of the reasons for Megan Thee Stallion's last
breakup
is because she was demanding 700,000.
How many breakups?
Stop it. 700,000 for maintenance per month.
700,000 per month
for
maintenance. What the heck you gonna do with 700,000 for maintenance? You explain that one.
Listen, I could speak a lot about that thing. I don't know about
700,000.
Okay, well
some people don't make that in 10 years.
I'm going to guess that she really didn't need. If it is true that she really was asking for 700,000, I'm going to guess that I don't think she should have used this whole 700,000 every month. That girl is not going to be
stacking and
any,
packing, and she's worth like what, 40 million?
I think if anything,
something like that.
If that happens, let me go back now from a divorce, from a legal point of view. Women who do that, they tend to want security, because at the end of the day,
she's already got 40 million.
Calm down, but listen, he wants something from her too.
Well, wait. Oh, I tell you what, he doesn't want that $700,000 monthly bill. That's what he didn't want.
But here's the thing, though, and not even about her now, just talking in general. When people are in a relationship, right, and one person is more financially off, because even if you're saying she's maybe worth 40 million, I think you're saying he's worth
$125 at least, 125, 130,000, right? Something like that.
Right. But the thing is that I remember someone telling me that, listen, if you want to know how wealthy a man is, look at the woman beside him. Because, look at how she's dressed. Look at how she presents herself. Because if your woman looks good, it's going to make you look good as well as a man. And so, the woman is looking good for herself, but you want her to look good too. So come on, spend that money. And
what's he supposed to look all raggedy?
But I mean, you know what? But the man, but listen, the man can look all raggedy, but
if she's looking all pristine,
it's going to automatically let him look good.
Oh wow.
That's my story.
Maybe I'll try it.
That's my story.
Maybe I should try that.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, women, this is my story. Don't be scared to go out there and ask for what you want.
Oh, come on now. Oh, what are we creating here?
If you want that, because the thing is that, some men only want the
aesthetics
benefits, but don't want to. I don't want to use the word pay for it, but they don't want the responsibility of help you look good.
What happened to mutual love and affection?
No, that's there too, but
Well, it's not there if you're demanding 700,000 a month.
sometimes love can't pay bills, you know.
Well, yeah, I know it can't pay bills, but I can assure you 700,000 a month can do a lot more.
And I think it goes more than
Maintain
that.
somebody.
Let me take it right back. I know we only have about 3 minutes, but let's tie this in a little bit on the global brief part of it and talk about like family law and divorces. People need security. There are people who are divorcing right now, and let's see if we can take it to the phone lines. Thanks for rocking with us on the Voice of the Caribbean. Caller, you're live. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Hello. I
We're
know
doing
you
good.
see, you would have to call in to give your input on that last thing. I just knew it. Go ahead.
Let's go. Ah, bless your heart. Thank you. Thank you very
thank you
much.
so
We
much.
appreciate that.
All right,
You as
too,
well.
bye. But you know, going back to this now, taking it from the divorce and the family law section. Oh my goodness, we have about 2 minutes to go.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up.
Oh wait,
hurry up.
hold on. But here's the thing: people want security. You know how many people that they're divorcing, and we said, okay, what do you have? They have nothing, and some of these guys they end up, you know, using the woman
Yeah.
and then go and date a younger person who's 27 years old, and then
And they're 71.
and they're 71, yes, and then the woman have nothing to show. So if these stallion or anybody want to stack
These
that money
stallions.
up sideways, they may have to find ways to do that though, because guess what? If you put it in a bank account that
But
has your
you've
name on it,
already
hold on.
got $40 million.
If you put it in a bank account that has your name on it or you're and your spouse's, guess what? If you're divorcing, you're going to break that in half anyway. It has to be shared half.
Well,
and half.
I think, listen, if you come into the relationship with 40 million and he comes in with 140, I
We'll
don't know.
have to pick up on this topic next week, because we got to go now. Time is up and we're out of here.
That's a
It was
shame.
great. It was great rocking with you guys today. Catch us next week, Monday and Tuesday from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m. right here on the Voice of the Caribbean. It's the Global Brief right here on 101.5 FM HD2 and 96.9. Have a blessed and safe week. And
Follow
keep
us
it locked
on
right here.
Instagram.
This is the all-new Voice of the Caribbean. Better sounding radio. WLIF HD2 Miami. 101.5 HD2. The City of Lauderdale, the Voice of the Caribbean, and Just the Flex present.
I
Get
love
outside, get outside, get outside.
Football match. Artists versus media and selectors. It's the year-to-year event. The one and all of Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, and Miami look forward to. Memorial Day, Monday, May 25th. Come see artists versus media and selectors.
No, it's
Selectors of
fine.
artists.
And then follow up with an email if you want to follow the letter. Oh, I don't know. That was juicy. Yeah, very juicy today. Yeah. Yes. I was waiting to hear what you were going to say about Megan Thee Stallion, but I think I had to get out of the car.
Memorial Day, May 25th. At the Lauderdale Sports Complex, 7500 West Holton Park Boulevard in Lauderdale. Presented by the City of Lauderdale, Voice of the Caribbean, and Just the Flex. Sponsored by Vice Mayor Richard Campbell.